Fellow tappers, it is ElloArfur here, and today I'm coming back to share the results of what was the best tapped out update, or what is the best tapped out update, I suppose. So yeah, there was a vote on the video, what is the best tapped out update, that I uploaded probably a couple of weeks ago now, and I asked you all to put in the comment section your sort of favourite update choice, and you can only choose one. And so, yep, the results are in, and so I'm going to announce those. And so I basically got your votes from both the Simpsons Tap Tap Lounge Discord server in the Reviewing TSTO channel, and then also from the comment section of the what is the best update as well. So from that, we've got a lot of responses, so thank you ever so much for that. And so now it is time to reveal the results, and shut your eyes. Here we go. So there is a lot obviously in the same position, so a lot of these updates just got one vote. So here is the first Easter update, and yeah, so obviously this was the first Easter update that came to the game, and yeah, honestly, a very good update. I think we've got a lot of NPCs in this one, and you've got characters such as Hugs Bunny, and you got the just trying to remember. I mean, well, I didn't actually. Unfortunately, I wasn't playing the game back in the day. But yeah, you got I think the mutant bunny as well, like the rabbit with wings, which is very cool. What else? What else? Yeah, but there was certainly a lot that was released in that one, and obviously you had the NPCs as well, and you were able to tap the bunnies to and hide eggs, I think, in other people's and friends' towns. You had the community prizes as well. God, I mean, this is when Tapped Out was really, in my opinion, back in the days where you had the community prizes and you had the tapper balls and you were able to interact with your friends' towns. That was when Tapped Out was at its peak, I think, really, in my opinion. I don't know, but let me know your thoughts. You might think differently. You might think that we're at the peak of Tapped Out right now. But yeah, a very good update to start us off with. So, next up we have the Christmas 2013 update, and so yeah, we had some very. I think we had Candy Kevin come in this update. We had a few NPCs, for obviously because there were more tappables, and back in those days they had lots of NPCs that were released in the updates as well as characters. We had Mr. Plow in this one. What else was Lugash released in this one? Oh no, I'm getting mixed up in another one. Yes, Frosty the Hitman potentially as well, I think. But yeah, anyway, a very, very nice update, that is for sure. And yeah, and there were other votes as well. A side note for Christmas and Halloween updates, because some people failed to sort of submit one entry. So they said, generally, I loved the Christmas and Halloween updates. So they're obviously popular, really. They are probably the more generally more exciting, and the other updates are more one-off. Could be exciting, might not be, sort of thing. Right, so let's go on to the next one. So we have the monorail update. And yeah, by the way, all of these so far, and up to a certain point, only received one vote from people. So yeah, this is tied with the rest. But yeah, the monorail update, wow, what an exciting time to play the game. You had obviously the opportunity to build your stations, and it set up the junkyard. I mean, it's still a huge part of Tapped Out, really. People having their monorails going all around their town. You can obviously ride the monorail. And I imagine back in the day, when you actually had, I remember I played it as well, when you were able to craft the parts. Hardly, I was too young to understand how the game worked, and no one really was able to explain to me. I was probably about 7 or something at the time, so a long time ago. Was I 7? I don't know, but anyway, I was too young. But yeah, honestly, very exciting. Lots of new stations, and obviously we've had some stations added to it as well recently. But yeah, a really cool part of Tapped Out, to be honest. And we have over the years had bits expanded onto it, such as in the mirrored update. What was that called? The update with all the mirrored stuff in. Oh my goodness, I can't. The name escapes me. Wasn't the Who Done It? No. Holiday, no. It was Holiday Who Done It. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But yeah, a crazy update, that is for sure. We had Sebastian Cobb added into the game. Yeah, very, very exciting. So there we go. And so the next one is a surprise one. So it's the Summer of Our Discontent, which was obviously the 4th of July update that came this year that I unfortunately missed. But yeah, we had Thomas Jefferson who was released. And so hopefully this marks a return of the 4th of July updates, because obviously before we had some great 4th of July updates. We obviously had loads of presidents be released into the game, but there's been a break for many, many years. I think ever since I started playing the game, they've stopped until this year with the 4th of July updates. So yeah, it's really nice, and hopefully we'll have that back again. But yeah, obviously for 200 donuts you could get Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, and I think really they're really cool characters. I obviously still haven't played it myself, but yeah, it's really good that obviously someone voted for it and had a really good experience with that. I mean, it's more of a mini update, to be honest, so I don't think it could ever be my favourite, any 4th of July updates, because the major updates just have so much more in them. But yeah, it's nice to have that highlighted, really, as a good thing that's happened. So on to the next one, we have the Treehouse of Horror XXV. And so I believe this was this was the second Treehouse of Horror update, as you had the tapper balls with the little aliens, and I think was Kang released in this update, or not? I'm not sure whether both the aliens were released. But anyway, yeah, you had obviously a lot of the tapper balls in your towns. You had more community prizes, and just trying to remember what those might have been. But yeah, extremely exciting time to play the game, that is for sure. Oh, what was there? I'm just trying to think. Blimey. Because my only experience of this update is by watching it through, say, Casey Loves Gaming. And when I did start the Tapped Out, when I was crazy, absolutely mad crazy about the game, I was very into that and watched all of his videos playing the updates, the old updates, but sort of forgotten. But yeah, a lot of exciting stuff, I imagine, in that one. Yeah, I know it was a big update, that's for sure. Let's see what the next one is. So we've got the Whacking Day. So for some reason I couldn't download the splash screen. So yeah, this is the one where I was thinking about. This was like one of the first major events, let's say, in the game. There are obviously updates for the levels at that point in the game, but this is one of the first events. And yeah, what a crazy time. You had all these little snakes running around, and you had Lugash. I think Miss Springfield was also released, and was it Drederick Tatum? I don't know, maybe. Or was Drederick Tatum in the Christmas 2013 update? I'm not sure. I might be getting mixed up. Drederick Tatum was released at a very odd time. But anyway, yeah, really cool time to play the game. You had obviously lots of the snakes and the decorations, which were really cool, like the snakes in the logs and all of that. And obviously the Whacking Day bundle is in the Yearbook mystery box, where you can get a lot of that stuff. And you have the Ninja Homer as well, that was a costume that was released. So yeah, very, very cool. That's for sure. I would have loved to play. I think the Whacking Day update would be in my top 5 updates that I would want to play, I'd say. Definitely. So up next then, so we're getting into the updates that have more than one vote. and we have the Clash of Clones update. So yeah, wow, what an exciting time to play the game. I know I've said that a lot, but these updates are all amazing, really, compared to what we have nowadays. So I'm not just saying that. I really mean it. Yeah, I mean the fact that you could invade each other's towns, you can invade them and you build castles and actually fight. You know, use the characters and they had the fighting animations and everything. Just amazing, really. I really think that, like, again, it's one of those updates which showed how big the game got and the amount of people playing it and how much of a big deal it was awesome. And even like the animations and the characters and everything. You had a Barbarian Homer, obviously, Goblin Bart, Archer Lisa, Wizard Marge, some awesome costumes, which I've only been really able to unlock some of them as they've returned in updates. But yeah, what a fantastic update. And so then, I don't know. Oh, okay, you may have had a sneak peek there, but okay, actually, we this one actually received one vote, which I missed out, which is the Wild West update. Again, I think in terms of the actual buildings and like the area, I think it's one of my favorite areas in Tapped Out because even like this, all the small buildings, really well designed, and you can make a lovely sort of Wild West area in his town if you played this update and you had the horses and everything. And I think I did play this event, but once again, didn't really know how to play the game for about a year when I hopped on and off and I was just bored of playing games. But yeah, really, really nice. Loads and loads of cool buildings and decorations added. Yeah. Yeah, very exciting. So there we go. And so in first place, which won by, well, how many people voted for it? 6 people voted for it in total, which is way more than any of the others. It is the original Superheroes update. And yeah, honestly, I would have to say, I don't know. I don't know if this is my absolute favourite, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. I mean, this update was on a huge scale. We had cutscenes, we had the awesome animations, we had so many iconic characters and everything. I mean, it really gave EA the opportunity to go big, and they certainly did with this one. I think we had like loads and loads of costumes. We had Bartman, Pieman, the Collector, Plopper, Dr. Colossus, Fallout Boy, the crusty one. I can't remember the name of that one. But yeah, this is just some of them, and then there were even more as well. And obviously, they made a sequel to the Superheroes update, which was still a very, very good update, but obviously not quite the same as this, really. But yeah, really cool, and even the artwork of all of the game, like this, the words and everything were like in a comic style. This was, I'd say, one of the pinnacles of Tapped Out. I think it's probably my second. It's such a hard choice, to be honest. I think it was actually. I think it is my favourite update as well, just because of the detail and the effort that they put in, and the scale of this update was huge. And honestly, I wish the game only had that back in its day, and now it won't ever really be the same. I don't think, just because they don't have as many people working on the game as they do now. So yeah, but honestly, what a time. And you obviously had the tappables and everything, and you had the fighting involved. It was just, yeah, I loved it. And I only played, and I only was able to unlock some of it because I just didn't know how to play the game. But even just playing a tiny part of it back in the day, I still have very fond memories, and I do wish I could go back and actually complete the whole of the updates. But yes, it was really very, very fun. So there we go then, everybody. So that officially the best update in the Simpsons Tapped Out, you've all voted, is the Superheroes update, the first one. And so now, what does this mean for the next steps? Well, because obviously I've mentioned in the past that reviewing Tapped Out, I'll be reviewing all the different aspects of Tapped Out. And so the next aspect we're going to review is, what is the worst update in The Simpsons Tapped Out? And so what I want you to do, beginning here, is comment down below what you think is the worst update in The Simpsons Tapped Out. And to give you a reminder of all the updates that we've had in the game, or the ones that we've had, do be sure to check out the Wiki Simpsons website, a very useful website, and thank you ever so much for all of, I really appreciate all the help that they've provided with me in uploading these videos. Go there, and there's a whole list of the updates and the updates, content and updates and gameplay page. I don't know how it's phrased. If you just type in updates, then it'll come up with all the hundreds of updates. And let's find out what is the worst update in The Simpsons Tapped Out next. But other than that, let me know your thoughts on how the voting went today, and whether you agree with the ranking of these. It'd be great to hear what you think. But other than that, I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Hope you enjoyed watching this, and see you soon for more content. Let me know what your least favourite update is, either here or in the Simpsons Tapped Out Lounge Discord server. You can find the Discord server just in the link in the description box below. So that's all today for everybody. But have an awesome rest of your day, and goodbye.